Californian city of Corona was first founded by the South Riverside Land and Water Company in 1886 during the height of the citrus boom. Located about 45 miles southeast of Los Angeles, it was known as the lemon capital of the world. The town's name was changed from South Riverside to Corona in 1896 after the completion of the Grand Boulevard. This was a 2.75 mile long road that encircled the city. With the advent of the automobile, an idea of turning this road into a raceway was formed, leading to the creation of the Corona Automobile Club to promote the concept. After various parties were persuaded, Corona's first road race was held on the 9th of September 1913. Despite several crashes resulting in 5 injuries, the race was deemed a success, drawing in a crowd between 65 to 100,000 strong. A second race was held on the 16th of November 1914, which was won by Eddie Pullen, who set a world record of an average speed of 87.76 miles per hour. This time there were no major incidents to speak of, and preparations were made for the next race in 1915. However, this was not to be. The Grand Boulevard had been redesignated from a road to a speedway, and the club had to abide by the new rules, which all increased costs. Also, spring floods had damaged many of the roads in the area, which were not repaired in time for the planned race. Subsequently, the third race was pushed back into 1916. On the 8th of April 1916, the third Corona Roadrace was finally held, but there were issues from the start. Corona was experiencing record high temperatures on that day, which was causing all sorts of problems with the race cars. Despite many applicants, only 12 cars had managed to qualify from the day before, leaving a very sparse field. Among them was Wild Bob Berman, an accomplished racing driver with 6 wins and 15 podiums to his name. He was racing with his riding mechanic Eric Schrader in car number 7, a blue Peugeot L76. The race began at 1 PM and would be instant packed. Many of the cars suffered with overheating and a number of tyres blew due to the weather, with only 5 being able to complete the race. Tragedy would strike on the 97th lap, when Berman, who had been leading most of the race, lost control when one of his wheels broke apart. His car mounted the curb and ploughed into the crowd at around 100 miles an hour, before colliding with a telephone pole. William H. Spear, a policeman acting as security, was struck and killed instantly. Both driver and onboard mechanic were both taken to nearby hospitals but would both succumb to their injuries. At least 5 to 15 spectators were seriously injured, but there were no further fatalities. As was typical at racing of the time, the race was not halted and would be won by driver Eddie O'Donnell with his rider mechanic Jimmy Murphy 12 laps later. The crash had left a mark on the event which outweighed any excitement it had brought. This, combined with the complaints from local residents and the fact that the race had not been a financial success, would bring an end to the Corona Road races. Eric Schrader's body was taken back to St. Louis for burial, while Bob Berman's body was likewise returned to his hometown of Imlay City, Michigan. On his tombstone is inscribed, "A Buick race driver without peer. On the racetrack he knew no fear."